On the mic with Vocal Art Studios.
And good evening, everybody. This Tuesday night is just past 8 o'clock, and I'm Liz Tripodi. I'd like to welcome everybody for another episode of On the Mic, and I am so excited with our special guests tonight. We have wanted to get him in all year. It's finally happened. Singer, songwriter, producer, all-round nice guy, Emanuele Mamo. Welcome, finally.
Thanks for having us, Liz. It's a pleasure to be here.
And the voice of that lovely introduction of On the Mic.
It was a weird sensation listening to it just then.
I wondered if you'd get that.
I almost wanted to do it actually live.
And joining us as well, another special guest, we have producer, DJ, songwriter extraordinaire, Christian Luke. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us on, Liz.
And so great. I'm surrounded by two gorgeous men. Oh, sorry, three with Pino.
Thank you. I was just about to say, Liz.
I knew, and we've got a ripper show for you tonight, everybody. We are talking to two industry professionals, both with very different experience and different stories. And add your friends, get them to watch us tonight. Doesn't matter where you are across the music industry. We hope that you've got something that you can find useful from tonight. We've got giveaways, as always, tonight, $50 Village Pizzeria voucher. And I have to say, Manny, now this will make you laugh, okay?
Yep. So
I've been going to the Village Pizzeria at least once a week for dinner lately. The food is fantastic. Last Wednesday, Gary Farina came over and he gave me 3 cannoli. And he said,
Did
Liz,
you save one for me at least?
He goes, Liz, try these cannoli and tell me what you think. They were so good. Go and have some cannoli, but better still, you can ring us tonight. Pino's going to put the number up on the screen. It's 0412 376 848. Ring in, guys. $50 Village Pizzeria voucher. And to top that off,
how can you top 3 cannolis?
You can. We have got 2 tickets to give away. Marcus Jackson as Elvis, dinner and show. 2 tickets, Melrose Receptions, Saturday the 23rd of June, valued at $130.
That's not a bad little deal, right there.
Marcus was on Drum Talk on Monday, or last night, chatting about the upcoming show. Fantastic Australian artist who's doing a great Elvis show. So we're going to tell you later how you can win both those things when I'll work out what you're going to do to win both those things. So, boys, how are you?
Fantastic.
Well, I'm feeling great.
Christian was a little bit nervous.
I was.
But it's all good. So,
it's already tuned.
That's the phone.
Is that the phone ringing?
That's the phone, guys.
Here we go.
Is that a text or a call?
No, it's a call.
Is that a call?
Hi, you're listening to On the Mic. Who's this?
Hi. I'm ringing about the $50 pizza.
Not the cannoli?
Okay, who am I speaking to?
My name's Shelley.
Hi, Shelley. And where are you from?
Heidelberg.
You're from Heidelberg. All right, well, I've got to make you do something to win this pizza voucher. So what can you do for me, Shelley? Because I haven't even given it any thought tonight.
Oh, okay.
I reckon she could sing.
What can you sing for us, Shelley?
Oh, hang on. I'm getting the feedback on it.
Oh, turn your phone or the
or the computer down.
Hang on. I'll go off my iPad. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to sing something?
Sing us something, Shelley. It's a wonderful
Sure.
Tuesday night. Whatever you want to sing us, sing us.
Okay. Okay. It was great at the very start. Hands on each other. Couldn't stand to be far apart. Closer the better. Now we're picking fights and slamming doors, magnifying all our flaws, and I wonder why, wonder what for, while we keep coming back for more.
Oh, round of applause for
that
Shelley,
enough?
please. How is that for off the cuff?
Wow.
That was fantastic,
Shelley,
Shelley.
that was really and Shelley can actually sing.
Yes.
Beautiful tone.
Really nice tone. Almost a jazziness to her
It is.
voice as well.
Do you sing, Shelley, professionally?
Yeah,
or
I do.
Is that you, Shelley
do.
Parisi?
Yes, who's this?
How are you? It's Pino.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing, Shelley?
I just clicked onto the Muso channel.
Oh, good on you. I thought I recognised that voice.
Pino, how do we know Shelley? Fill me in.
Shelley's a fantastic singer. She's she plays with what's the name of the band, Shelley?
Quite a few. I play with Cop This,
Marmalade.
Ah, fantastic.
And I also do solo work.
Yes.
So if you work with Cop This, do you work with Dean Cannon much?
Yeah, I have worked quite a lot with Dean.
Excellent. Manny and I know Dean very well. So
Yep.
well, congratulations.
Yeah.
You won the $50 Village Pizzeria voucher. What a great start to the show.
Go, Shelley.
Good
Shelley,
start.
I'm going to ask you if you can please message the Muso channel. Send me, because are you ever around Airport West or not really?
I was living on that side of town last week for 3 weeks because I was dog sitting. But no, I mean, you know, I even if I don't use the voucher, I can give it to someone. That lives in that area.
Problem. This is the problem I've got, Shelley. For me to post, this is actually the voucher. I'm actually holding it up now.
Yeah.
So I can either post it to you, if you're happy to get a box like this,
or you can come down and share a pizza with me and Christian.
I'm happy to eat one or two slices.
So the Village Pizzeria is in Keilor. If you want to message the Muso channel page with your name and your address, or you can text the phone, I will make sure this gets out to you this week.
Fantastic.
Great stuff, Shelley.
All the best, Shelley.
Well
Thank
done,
you so
Shelley.
much.
Yeah,
calling.
and good luck with the rest of the Muso channel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thanks, Shelley.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What a great start to the show, guys. Manny, we've got some comments, boys. Tell me, because I
That's
can't
awesome.
see them.
I do. I'm trying to see them myself, actually.
Clap, wonderful. Deserves the pizza. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hang on, Gab Oliver. Is it gluten free? Oh,
they,
you know what?
they do
You know what?
gluten-free
They
bases
do
there.
gluten-free ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gab, we're definitely.
Yeah, Gab, got to get down there for a gluten-free pizza, mate.
We'll sort you out, mate.
And
Anyway.
maybe a gluten-free cannoli as well.
And Pina. Hi, Pina.
I can't see.
Yeah, see, Pina's on the right vibe. She wanted the cannoli. Pina, I'm with
Of
you.
course.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I wanted the cannoli.
Let's talk.
Yes.
I'm in charge
Let's
now.
talk.
How exciting.
You're always in charge.
Tonight even more so. All right. So both of you together have formed a new act in the last 18 months called Arcaxia,
Yes.
which is very exciting. So let's chat a little bit about that first, and then I want to talk about you guys individually in your careers. So how did Arcaxia come about?
Through love of music, I guess. It was from two guys that have been doing this for quite a long time and just stuck at it for quite a while, and then coming together, just realized we both shared this passion to be able to express stories, and funnily enough, we both like the same styles, and it's kind of, we're just a really good symbiotic relationship in relation to music. He kind of he compliments me, and I think I compliment him in some ways too, and our music, I think, speaks for itself in that sense. But
and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the highest compliments that you can pay. You've never told me I'm poetic. We're poetic together.
We've been singing together for a very long time, Liz. I don't think I need to say that.
But that is really beautiful when you can actually meet someone who musically you feel is on your level and just gets you you as a musician, as a songwriter, and what you want to achieve.
And it just clicks. It's so natural as well. And you go through and you meet so many people through, and when you don't even have to say anything. We don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
It just from the first studio session.
Well, I guess that's where it started.
It was like an explosion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it started the first studio session that we had together. Christian, I've known Christian for quite a while, and we'd been trying to write music for quite a while, going back all the way to say 2009, I reckon.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just so happened, 2 years ago, we got together. Not even 2 years ago. Spent a studio session together, and then that same week, Christian was heading up to Mount Beauty, a really beautiful place in Victoria, probably one of our most favorite places to write music. And he invited me along and said, "Let's do a little studio session up there for a few days." And I said, "Hell yeah!" and basically jumped in the car, met him up there, and spent 4 days and wrote 5 songs within 4 days. And it just happened so naturally, and we knew from there that we found something special working together. That and I guess,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is we're going to play one of your songs. We're going to play the first release.
Mhm.
Now, this song actually has a video clip to it, and I'm not going to tell any of our viewers tonight the background of this until they hear it first.
Okay. Yep.
So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to play a piece of music called Barunga, and then we're going to talk about the story and how that was formed after we've played it. So, Pino, are we ready to go?
Sure am.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Earlier this year, we were given the opportunity to run our music and production workshop in Barunga.
Barunga's a small Indigenous community about 80 kilometres southeast of Katherine, with a population of over 300 Indigenous Australians.
The workshop attracted people of all ages who were interested in learning about digital recording techniques and music production.
It also caught the attention of some band members from the community who we collaborated with.
The song in this video was composed and recorded with everyone that took part in the workshop.
The enthusiasm and excitement in everyone that was involved was a highlight for us.
It was inspiring to see everyone open up and contribute in their own unique and creative ways. It was a privilege to have been granted permission from the traditional landowners to stay in the community and connect with their culture.
Together, we could create a vision for the song that truly represented the Barunga community.
Music is such an important part of life.
It inspires and gives us a platform to be creative and express ourselves.
We believe creativity is something we are all born with.
We want to continue to share our experiences,
But providing the opportunity to create something that will last forever.
All together as one, forever and ever, the dreaming lives on. Proud of our culture and the land we live on, teaching our stories throughout our songs.
And that was Barunga by Arcaxia. I've been getting some messages, some texts saying, are we supposed to be seeing a video? No, you're actually not supposed to be seeing a video. But if you do want to see the video of it.
And listen to the full track, I guess.
Correct.
Because that was the audio from the video.
Correct, it was.
The full track is up on the Arcaxia website. So ACAXIAmusic.com.au.
So let's talk a little bit about what exactly we just heard, because people tuning into the Muso channel might be thinking we've gone multicultural tonight.
Yep.
So what exactly is Barunga and how did that piece of music come about?
Yeah, so look, we were super, we're really lucky enough to travel to a place called Barunga, which is about 3.5 hours south of Darwin. So yeah, we got to stay in a Indigenous community last year, and we got to sit down and write a track with the people from the community that were don't really have access to proper recording techniques and technology, and we got to sit down over the weekend and just show the community what we know, and they also showed us what they know,
which was amazing.
It was
no words.
And so in that track itself, we were hearing obviously children's voices, which were the children in the community that you guys recorded, the elders from that community as well. So it's a really special track. And again, if I urge you all to watch the video, because it really is. And those voices at the start of it was Christian and Manny explaining about the story. So acaciamusic.com.au. So get on, have a look. We'll post the link as well online later. But, you know, a really, really special track. And it's had, you know, airplay on Triple J.
Yep.
It's had
Airplay on
tens of thousands of views
PBS,
now, the actual video.
J, yeah.
So really special project. And, you know, we were fortunate to listen to it for a very long time before you guys had actually. Ash, we know you love it. Ash might do it as one of her new pieces.
I think it's definitely something I'm quite proud of. That experience will be with me forever. Heading up north and just being able to spend time, you know, with the Indigenous community up there, be able to, you know, be granted permission to stay in the community as well, and just see, you know, I guess what goes on from a first kind of person perspective was very eye-opening. I definitely think it will stick around with me for a long time.
Yeah.
And really looking forward to getting back up there and doing some more work, and not only up in Darwin, but also you know, throughout Australia.
Exactly.
Rural areas that don't have, you know, places that don't get the opportunities to record and use equipment and be educated in I guess, you know, living close to the city and stuff like that, it is quite easy. But living out there, I can imagine opportunities like this were pretty scarce. So it was very, very blessed to be able to get out there and do what we did.
Absolutely.
So.
And it comes through in the music as well. You know, it was a very emotional time for all of us, really.
I came back, I cried for a whole week.
It was right there, and we really felt it was almost like, you know, they'd been waiting for a long time for us to come there,
100%.
and when we were there, it just flowed out, and we were like, whoa.
And that's when you know that it's meant to be.
Yeah.
When you are in the moment and you are embracing it for everything that it is. A lot of people couldn't do what you guys did.
Yeah.
It takes very special type of people to not only learn, but learn within themselves. And I know that's what it was for both of you. And musically, you both have just grown so much because of that experience.
100%. It definitely takes, you know, just that sense of compassion and wanting to go out there and do something, you know, more for someone else rather than yourself. And that's exactly what it was. It was, you know, and I guess writing the song was mainly to showcase them, you know, and that's why we titled it Arcaxia Presents Barunga, which was, you know, presenting that community. And I truly believe it, you know, all Indigenous communities around Australia have so much to offer, not only in music, but in a lot of areas. But in music speaking, you know, we've got a lot to learn. Like some, you know, didgeridoo, one of the oldest instruments in the world, you know.
I should have got you to bring it in tonight.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know,
he can play it like a boss.
Oh, Manny!
Manny plays it like a boss.
Manny is an exceptional didgeridoo player.
Hey, Manny, I've got a small one up there.
I saw the Rainmaker. That's a Rainmaker, actually.
No, that's a small didgeridoo.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe we might bring it out a little bit later.
Pino, do we need to go to a quick commercial?
We can go to a commercial.
I'm thinking that we need to.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Established in 2008, the Village Pizzeria combines Italy's wood-fire pizza method with the generous toppings that we are accustomed to in Australia, using only the freshest and best ingredients to complement our signature pane di case pizza base, which is hand-stretched, well-risen and baked perfectly. Everything on our menu is made from scratch and made with care, which takes longer, but as the saying goes, all good things take time. For real Italian food, come and see Gary at the Village Pizzeria at 662 Old Calder Highway, Keilor, or call us on 9331 5233.
Thank you so much for all your comments tonight as well. Share with your friends. Let them know that we're live right now. Of course, if you've got anything that you've got to want to say, any questions for the boys at all about their experiences or anything musically, or even just to ring up and say hello, 0412 376 848. Now, some of you watching tonight may have seen Manny in other areas of the music industry. So, Manny, let's just run past a little bit about who you are.
What are you going to
So-
say? What's coming up now?
Okay, well, this is what I wrote down. And you know what? I don't really need to write down anything about you because I'm
more
pretty
about me than what I know.
pretty much. But you are a very well-respected vocal coach, and you have been for 15 years. You are an exceptionally talented songwriter. You are an award-winning music producer. And there really is nothing that you haven't put your hand to that you haven't succeeded at. That's probably the easiest way. And you always do everything with the utmost professionalism. And so I'll let me tell you a little bit of a background about the gentleman next to me, who I've known since he was 13, 13 years old. That's turned 14.
2 years ago.
Just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But Manny obviously started out, as many people do in their teens. They go and have singing lessons, and at the age of 14, you supported the UK band Big Brothers at Metro nightclub, which was a huge achievement for you at 14.
It was. I
You were their
never
support
performed
back.
before.
Guess what? They're back next month.
No way.
Yeah. I was
What are
nearly-
they going to do?
Oh, they're-
though?
They're just going to support you
do you
now.
remember that? Do you remember the song, Christian?
This
It's
is
a big blow,
bro.
flow, dun, dun,
Taking
dun.
over the show, Joe. This is new flow. You better listen.
Don't you
up
remember
and
them?
feel This.
This is new.
Do you remember that? This is big.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
So-
Yeah, I do remember that song.
So
Now that you put it, yeah.
So
I
that
do
was a
remember
massive achievement for you at 14. Then at 15, we joined together and we have done the Viva Italia show, which is an Italian variety show. And we've been in a corporate and wedding band since you were 15.
Yeah.
That's
I remember-
15 years in October. We've been doing that for
Wow.
15 years.
Yeah.
So you and then obviously as the years have gone by, you have forged your way into songwriting, recording, music production, and that's something that's been very gradual for you, but certainly has been your calling in life was to do music on a full-time basis. So my question is,
Mhm.
what do you think are your biggest achievements? Because I mean, vocal coach, singer, songwriter, music producer, recording artist, you've been a touring artist as well. What do you think are your biggest achievements?
Honestly, I think I honestly think probably the biggest achievement is being able to wake up in the morning and just do what I love. So, and a lot of that I owe to you. No, I do. And I say that humbly. But definitely waking up in the morning and being able to sing every day and just do that, has been a blessing. Truly found something for myself that does not feel like work. Some other achievements that I rank quite highly as well. I guess in my own achievements would be, even I guess seeing growth in students as well. Like
And you are an amazing mentor.
I truly love teaching. And
if Manny's your teacher and you've got something to say about him, give us a call, 0412 376 848. Actually, there's a comment I have to read to you. Celeste said he's never put his hand up to cleaning the dishes.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that. I've never seen that either, actually. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
Oh, dear. So, I mean, look, you started off as a singer yourself. You became a vocal coach very young.
Yep.
And, as a director of a vocal coach, and of course now you are the head of vocal, let's be honest here. Neither me or you would ever put someone on the age of 15. And that's what I did with you.
Yeah,
we wouldn't do it now.
It is quite hard thinking back about it now, but yeah, I guess it just felt natural. Like for me, just doing music and teaching. Teaching is very different.
You have to be born. You've got to be born to be a teacher, Pino. You understand that as well.
Yeah.
Manny has a natural gift. I saw it in him when he was younger, and I don't think. Manny, I think there'd probably be at least 2,000 people that have had the pleasure of being taught by you over all these years.
I've had the pleasure as well.
Yeah,
Teaching
and
them.
not one person I truly cannot believe that one person has walked away from a lesson with you and have felt that they have not learnt something.
Mhm.
And that to me is the greatest gift.
He takes that very serious, and even I
Yeah.
understand that, and he understands that everybody's different, and he understands how to get information in to everybody
Yeah.
because everybody learns different, and he gets that, and he knows how to present information in a way that's interesting and compelling. I've seen it myself too.
Yeah. And Christian, I think
Yeah.
the interesting thing is about Manny's talent as well. From obviously I was his mentor at one point. Now we are just partners, like you
Sure.
guys are partners. We're partners, and we're just equals. And I actually think he's overpassed me.
No.
And I think you've done a good job as a trainer and as a coach if you can say that your talent has overpassed you. Does that make sense? Do you get that? Make
I know
sense?
what
When
you're- I know
you
what
know,
you're saying, but-
okay, it's like a tennis coach.
Yeah.
You know,
You always want to see your students succeed.
correct.
It's-
And
it's
I
not push
can't think
past
of
the barriers that
I can't
yeah.
think of any better example of someone who's done that than you. And it has been a pleasure for me because, look, so many of you watching tonight, you know, you will have seen Manny perform somewhere over the years. You may not have even realised it, whether it's been a wedding, whether you've been in a club and you've been dancing to a club track and you don't realise it's his voice behind that track, whether it's, you know, at an Italian function and you don't realise that it's the old ladies that are running up to him that want to dance with him, or whether it's just at a beautiful acoustic session and you're just hearing this voice. You're not just a great teacher. You're not just. So I think the thing is with you is so many people, I feel, in this industry, a lot of them feel that teaching is beneath them, and I don't think. I think everyone has something to give.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're a professional in this industry, you should be sharing with that generation coming through. And you have never had that ego. Being as amazing vocalist as you are, you've never been like that. And that's a credit to you because so many, and Christian, me and you, how many male singers do we know?
For sure.
And Pino, how many male singers do we know? The egos are through the roof.
Don't get me started.
Look, I guess, I don't know. I think, you know, you were my first teacher and taught me most of what I know and kind of shaped me into being the teacher that I am today. And I guess, you know, keeping ego in check, I think it's just a reminder about, you know, why we do this. And I do it because I love it. And, you know, if I had to give any advice to anybody doing anything, doesn't even have to be music, just truly put your whole self into it. I think you can't fail that way. Like, you know, in the end of the day, especially as a teacher, you know, for me, it's about definitely passing on kind of what I've learned, but not only that, you know, being able to see the growth in students as well, and not in growth in students, and then getting to watch them perform is a.
But you are a rarity because of everything that you can do. So my question is, for anyone out there that's watching, you know, that's trying to learn, is versatility important?
100%. I definitely feel that versatility is probably, you know, being able to. Sorry,
we've got some annoying little ant in the background, and it's not Pino. If you know who that annoying ant is, feel free.
He's not an ant.
It's the co-producer.
He's a lovely guy.
It's the co-producer.
Feel free to call us.
Actually, bottom line, Manny.
Yes,
I've said this to Liz. You know, I've got to know you pretty well lately, and I actually said this to Liz last time we had a gig. You just got a beautiful soul. That's it.
Thanks, Pino.
You definitely have, you know. And you
I'm
just
feeling a lot of love in here tonight.
like the tissues are going to come out. No, Liz. But you have. You're very calming and you're very soothing, and people listen to what you say, you know. And you wear your heart on your sleeve, and that's when you got that, and you can't go wrong when you're teaching or performing.
He doesn't talk.
So well
he
done.
doesn't just talk just for the sake of talking. It comes from a place of, you know, he thinks before he talks, and when it comes out, you know, he means it.
Thanks, guys. Look at all these compliments coming my way.
Look at all this, mate.
Actually, Manny, you want to read the comment from your mum?
From wait.
You've got to scroll
person,
it down.
We're going to have to scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, hang on. Let me go.
The only person.
Oh, damn thing. I'll read it out.
Yep.
The only person I know who goes to work with a smile on his face and never complains, regardless of how busy he gets. A truly special person.
Yeah, it's true.
That's from your mum.
Thanks,
Pino.
Mum. No, it is true. Look, well, for example, the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've had a day off in the last 2 weeks, but
No,
I've been
you
doing a lot of recordings and stuff. And I do it because I truly do love it. You know, you can ask anyone that's been in and done a recording with me. I'm there because not, you know, not for any other reason. You know, obviously, you know, it is a wage for me as well, but that's not why I do it. You know, because I tell
you
you now,
could have had a very successful and profitable career as a draftsman,
as
an architect.
You know, and
that's
100%.
people that don't know you don't actually realize that you actually trained for a completely other career.
Or a PA for me. I mean, the pay wouldn't be really amazing.
You know how useless he'd be as a PA?
Yeah, I would be pretty useless.
Yeah, especially with pay being so low.
So let's talk.
Actually, quickly, Manny.
Yes.
It's been 15 years, so are you entitled to long service leave now?
Don't push
No, look, I must say I'm lucky enough to go on these overseas trips every 2 years, which is, you know, absolutely amazing. That's probably a highlight. When you asked me at the start, what are some of the highlights as well? You know, it's not just some of the goals that I've hit in my own career. It's the experiences that I get to go on and have with you guys.
We've travelled everywhere from Mildura to Darwin to crappy little country towns that treated us like royalty.
But they've been some of the most favorite, you know, most amazing times of my life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely.
We've been to Europe, 5 times together?
Yeah,
America,
a lot of times.
America
3 times.
3 times. We've been to almost every state. But so let's talk songwriting. First song ever written, what was it called?
Ooh, Get You Anyway.
I remember that song. I should have brought it tonight.
I can't believe it. Oh, no, funny you say that. So I was at home and Dad's been cleaning out the garage and he's been finding all these CDs just laying around and old CDs of when I think I would have been 15, maybe 14, 15. And yeah, those songs came out and it's so funny listening back to those first songs.
So how have you progressed with styles and genres? Because, you know, you're about to turn 30 this year. It's a huge milestone for you. And obviously now you and Christian have got something very special happening and your style and your genre. I mean, you were the Justin Bieber at 15, let's be honest. I
loved R&B, Craig David, and was kind of my idol back then. And I would, you know, I think R&B was what I wanted to do, and soul music was what I wanted to sing. And I guess my style, inside, the fundamentals are still the same. I still kind of sing from that place, but I've molded, I guess, my style to really kind of suit what I really love now. And it's emotive music, so music that comes from a real emotional place and can convey that, but then also with some lyrics that describe something a little bit deeper than just, I guess, relationships and you know, the everyday type of things that everybody feels. I kind of want to talk about some things that are a little bit deeper, and I think we go into that with the Arcaxia stuff. So that's why I think this has been probably the most exciting time of my, I would say, writing career, because I'm starting to be able to write the things that I truly, truly love. And, you know, big thanks to Christian, because, you know, half of I think of that comes from, you know, from our working relationship together, and for sure.
And Christian, you have been a producer and a very well-known DJ in the industry. I'd heard of you even before I'd even met you. That's how long. I mean, I'd moved to Melbourne and I used to see your name at clubs and all that sort of stuff. So it's been a long journey for you as well. How old are you? Oh, I shouldn't ask.
That's all right. I'm
30.
I'm 33.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not much older than Manny.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but you started extremely young in this industry.
Yeah, I was out, you know, I mean, when you say starting young, we're out drinking and, you know, just getting involved with the scene and just having a lot of fun and going to clubs and raves.
Yeah.
And so, I saw from a very early age that was a lot of fun, and, you know, there was opportunity there to
tell them the story about, I think you were telling me about what you used to do with how music used to hit you. You used to stand in front of the speaker and just, and there was the bass that used to get you in I remember you telling me that story, and it kind of really resonated with me. It was just, I just pictured you standing in front of
when I was 15 years old and got my hands on a subwoofer.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would just stare at this speaker just flapping in front of me, and I didn't even have a box for it. I was just looking at it, just completely in awe of like, all right, so this thing is just shaking bass, and it's just
the way it's hitting you,
and the way it's hitting me. I'm like, I started to really get obsessed with
Yep.
just the way frequency hits our ears and then our minds, and then how it can, shape us and fully obsessed with, how we listen to a song that we've heard 20, 30 years ago, and we get that same feeling that we got the first time that we heard
I
it.
agree.
Like, I'm obsessed with that.
I've played Manny some stuff that you would know, not necessarily that Manny had known, like things like, remember ROOS? Remember that huge club?
Course.
Yeah.
That was one of the
Instant
first ones.
Moments.
Yeah,
Stuff like Ultranate,
See,
Free,
I don't know any of these.
Sash,
You don't know.
Stay. And I've tried to play him, and those
I know
songs,
Sash.
like, they touch me.
That's where it
I
came
can't believe I'm saying Sash touches me, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
just sometimes, I used to love Tina Cousins.
But there was very
It's different to
emotional
how it was
music.
now.
It was high intensity and like almost trancey and whatnot. But and I think that's what inspired me at the beginning as well. It's like it's those chords, it's that emotional feeling that comes through. That that's what's always attracted me as well to music. It's that feeling.
And I think we work so well together because I'll come in there with the chords and with the music side of things, and then he'll just structure the music in a way that I guess is beyond me in a sense, and then he just puts these beats and this groove behind everything as well. And I just find that's what I've been looking for such a long time in a writing partner, for sure. So
let's have a listen to one of the songs. Let's go with you want to tell me a little bit about how Levitate came about?
Yeah. We wrote Levitate in Mount Beauty.
Beautiful.
It definitely wasn't the first track we wrote. It was like the third or fourth, right? And I remember that.
We started in Mount Beauty and then we finished it off in Rosebud.
Of course.
That's right. And
of course.
Yeah, I think Levitate was one of the last songs we wrote on the EP. But it is the first song off the EP. It's weird how it works.
And the EP we're talking about, of course, is The Shaman,
yes,
which was released about
in
3
February.
months ago.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can get that on Apple Play and Spotify and Apple Music and Google Play. Also, you can follow them on Triple J Unearthed as well.
Yep.
So let's have a listen to this fantastic track. Here we go,
Awesome.
Pino.
Thanks.
Sunset skies, we levitate. Feel the love from all around me as the boundaries of reality melt away. As I push boundaries,
And that was Levitate by Arcaxia. That was a beautiful track, guys.
Thanks, Liz.
Lots of beautiful comments coming through. Let's just read a couple of those, shall we? So soothing, laid back, spiritual. Love it. Thank you very much. I think is it Leanne or Leanne? I can't see very well. The top comment, Lydia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pina. Thank you to everyone that's been commenting tonight. We have someone actually just tried to call. If that was you, please call back because we couldn't answer while we were playing in the middle of a track.
We've got a nice message
And-
as well.
Nice
don't we?
text there. Something
Pino,
about
would
it.
Actually, we just got anonymous. I've got the anonymous.
Can you read it out, Pino?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I like to hear from this person. Actually, please call in. It's called. It says, "Manny sings to me in my dreams. He is a dreamboat."
Wow. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Oh, it's Mr.
Wow.
It's Miss Angelica De Bono.
oh, is it?
Ah,
We answering?
hey, Angelica.
Hi, Joey.
Hey, how are you guys?
How are you?
Very well.
I'm good.
How
How
are
are you? Yeah, good.
Is this the Dreamboat Girl?
No.
No.
Oh, shit.
No, this is
getting
one of,
really excited
This is
there.
one of our students.
Oh.
Who's-
Hi, Angelica.
Hello, how are you?
So have you got a story for us, Angelica, about me? Be kind.
Yes, I do. I would love to say just how amazing you are and how thoughtful and how much effort and time you put into all of our tracks. It's just amazing, and you just know straight away what we want to talk about and how just amazing how you are with everything. So yeah, I'm just so happy and glad that you're able to do my tracks and help me with my songs. So
Oh,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Thanks, Angelica. And, you know, it's,
It's a pleasure-
it's
yeah,
teaching
pleasure to
students
have-
like you
yeah.
that make my day. So,
And
you
so
know,
super
good.
talented. Go and follow her, Angelica Rose or Angelica X Music.
Yep. She's-
Stronger
Thank you.
and Only You available on iTunes, and they're two great songs.
Yeah, she's a fantastic vocalist and fantastic
Thank you so
songwriter.
much. Thank you.
Bye,
All
Jelly.
Thanks, Angelica.
All right.
I'll see you during the week.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
Pino, can
Bye.
we read out this message that we already
Oh,
read it out.
No, I read that message out,
Let's get him on the line.
and they just gave me another one and said Christian is a dreamboat also.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
But why am I not a dreamboat?
Actually, you know what? We can
You are
call,
a Dreamboat.
Thank you, Chris.
Liz.
Yeah.
I've got the number. I can actually call him.
Can we ring him? Let's
Can we
him.
ring him? Shall we ring him?
Let's ring him. They're not going to answer. You watch.
All right, we're ringing him.
Okay.
You need to answer with. Oh,
Who's this person?
I love this.
this is great.
They're not going to answer.
Shh, just wait. Just wait. You
Pick
never
up.
know. You never know.
Pick up. Pick up.
They're too shy, whoever it is. I'm very disappointed by that. I was looking forward to speaking to whoever it
I
was.
thought this was going to turn into like a dating sort of. Like,
Let's not talk about wingman experiences, Christian, shall we?
I'm
Yeah.
sure we've got one or two of those.
Oh, they're not answering.
Now, what I do want to talk about, though, is I want to talk about the vocal techniques and the recording process into that sort of style of music.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Because, I mean, you do record so many pop and soul and R&B, and it's very, very different from what, you know, and a lot of singer-songwriters you work with on a daily basis. But for this project, it's very, very particular. Oh, and you know what else I did want to say? A big congratulations to Manny, because he was the first person in Australia to pass the grade 8 rock school music production exam in the whole of Australia. He passed with the highest mark with distinction, which is a huge achievement. You can't go any higher than grade 8 at this point in time.
Yeah.
So well done again for that.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks. But I'll get back to your first question,
Yeah.
which was, I guess, the method of recording vocals in different types of tracks. So for the Acacia tracks, I guess with that track in particular, so with Levitate, you can definitely hear the electronic harmonies within the track. So we were fortunate enough to borrow a piece of equipment from a good man, KB, out there. I'm sure is listening. And we used this piece of equipment it's essentially a harmonizer. So, normally I would jump in there and I would do my harmonies over the top of my vocals myself. But you just don't get the same effect for, we wanted this electronic type of alien type of effect with that. And I guess that's using that type of equipment. Yeah. Different type of equipment will give you different type of effects. So, when we're doing pop stuff, obviously I'm aiming for a little bit more of I would say more of a live acoustic type of vocal. And this type of stuff with this dance type of music, the vocal isn't normally the front thing in the type of music. Whereas with commercial music, you want the vocal bang in your face right there. Whereas this type of music is a little bit different. There's so many elements within the music that I guess everything needs its space and to breathe. I'm sure Christian can elaborate on that as well. But just from a vocal point of view, even the way it's sung needs to be sung differently as well. So, I'm in there on the microphone. Rainbow eyes, really, really soft in on that microphone. Very different to how I would normally sing, I guess, when I'm singing live.
Sing us a couple of lines of something while you're at it. Let's let the good people out there actually can hear you sing.
Can hear me sing?
A couple of lines of something,
Give me a song.
Manny.
What song?
Heaven knows.
Only heaven knows. Maybe my love will come back someday. But only heaven knows. All I can do is hope and pray. 'Cause heaven knows.
Just showing off.
Now I understand that dreamboat text. Look, that'll creep your way. That'll creep its way into your dreams.
But even going back to what you said even earlier about versatility, how important it is to be versatile as a vocalist. I guess just from all the different styles of music that I've had to sing along the years,
and you have sung,
and different techniques as well.
Probably every genre of music at some stage, apart from pure opera.
Yeah,
you have sung.
And look, I
classical,
did do classical, and did do operatic exercises. But I guess just learning all those different techniques really help you when you're in the studio. And I'm sure a lot of my students that have been in the studio with me know what I'm talking about in regards to. I'm pretty pedantic and pretty particular. I won't let them kind of walk out of that room unless I know I've got a really good take from their vocal. And sometimes, we can go over by a couple of hours. So it definitely helps to be quite versatile. But
I was going to say, even detaching from the vocal, he's able to detach from his own vocal.
Yep.
So I can go in there and say, all right, maybe let's pitch this down. And he's not attached to the way that it's meant to, or that he's used to his own vocal sounding, and that's really important.
That is a really that shows. It's the word I'm looking for.
I guess it's about the bigger picture. So it's about
whatever's right for the track.
It's egoless.
Yeah, it is. And
can we hold this thought because we've got to go to a commercial?
Sure,
sounds good.
And that's true. Like.
Come and visit us at San Churros Water Gardens to share the best chocolate in the most delightful way. We are renowned for our fresh cooked churros and our Spanish couverture chocolates. Come in today and grab your El Social loyalty card to receive free churros on your birthday and every 5th hot drink purchase free, and many more fantastic offers. So come in to San Churro Water Gardens, shop 168 Water Gardens Town Centre, 399 Melton Highway, Taylors Lakes.
And that was our good mates at San Churro Water Gardens. How much do we love churros?
Yes. I'm still waiting for the studio.
Did you all hear about my work experience at San Churro Water Gardens?
I did hear about that.
Did you get to bring any home?
I think Jess was shocked, wasn't she? When
Jess couldn't even look at me while she saw me serving customers. And a shout out to the post sevs and to everyone at San Churro Water Gardens. And Jess, look, I'm wearing the Justin Bieber wind cheater that you brought me in London last year. Thought it was a special, nice occasion. Got some more comments, guys. You know, if you want to give us a call, we would love to hear from you. 0412 376 848. Any questions for the boys? Jay, lovely of you to comment. You are both dreamboats.
Thanks,
Again,
Jay.
I guess I missed
Thanks,
out
Jay.
again.
So it was Jay that did the maybe the dreamboat messages.
Maybe it was,
Well, no, you
was.
can have a look at the phone number, but I've got to say, Jay, I'm very disappointed there's no hello to me. I'm not feeling the love this evening.
Jay, get some love out this way.
That's
mate.
it.
So we were talking about recording techniques and things like that. What is it that you, because you've both done producing, when you are listening to other people's voices, what is it that you're listening for?
Do you want to jump in there? Because I'm always listening to I'm listening to everything,
but the vocal.
I'll listen to it later on, but I'm always listening to drums and production and how things are hit. Like it's we're listening to different things. So.
Yeah, I guess it really does depend on what type of track and what style of track I'm listening to. So if I'm listening to a commercial track, the vocal is the first thing that kind of pops out, and you're listening to that straight away. It just grabs your attention. If you are listening to, say, a dance track, for example, the vocal's probably secondary. It's in the background, and you're hearing the leads, you're hearing the build-ups, you're hearing, you're getting driven by the bass. And so I guess, but, in a vocal perspective, what I'm listening for is just a vocal that really suits the track that it's being sung over.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most important thing, that the artist is able to really kind of, and look, it doesn't always have to be that way, because sometimes you'll write the vocal first and then write the track around that. But I guess it's about, being able to mold the vocal and the track together so that they complement each other.
They need to just mold together.
Would you suggest in this day and age, and you've made some really interesting points that I've never given any thought to, but a couple of things just popped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Diane Warren, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the best contemporary songwriters of this generation. If you're not familiar with Diane Warren, she wrote songs like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith, How Do I Live, Trisha Yearwood, Beautiful, Christina Aguilera, some of those really big
Fear
songs.
of the 90s, it sounds like.
Yeah, and even today, multiple Grammy winner. Diane Warren is not a singer. She's a songwriter. Right. So I know we're teaching a lot of people to be singer-songwriters, and there are so many singer-songwriters out there. But do you think sometimes it would be a good thing for singers to step back from their songs and maybe let someone else sing their track
100%.
To see if there could be a different perspective on it?
Yep. I think it's like what you touched on just before about letting go. So not kind of having too much attachment to your creations. Because I think, look, it's great at the start, but then when you can let go, it's really amazing when someone else comes onto it and puts their perspective onto it. It's a perspective that you might not ever have been able to kind of harbor or entertain yourself. So definitely, I think it's important to be able to let go and maybe get somebody else on to sing a song. And definitely, like, I've written so many songs that I can definitely say that not all of them were for me. Like, maybe I might have written 10 songs and I can say, okay, 5 of these songs I could see myself singing, and they're my images and that. But the other 5, I really love them, but that could probably suit someone else a little bit better. And I think that's where you can go in regards to publishing. So, if you are a big songwriter and you're an artist yourself, you've probably written a whole heap of songs, but only a handful of them you really want for yourself. Well, what are you doing with all the other ones? You know? And I think it's important to detach yourself from that so that you're not just holding on to them and they're not just sitting on your computer, just kind of doing nothing, That's
the last thing you want.
Yeah.
So many people have got just a million unfinished records, and the quicker that you can just
even finish stuff. And I want to put a call out again to
you're right.
Or we want to support Australian musicians. We want to support new music. If you are an Australian artist out there and you would like your song to be played on the Muso channel on our show, or you'd like to be a featured guest at some point during the year, please get in touch with me. Send me your stuff. Send me a little bit of a bio. We want to support you. There is not enough people out there who are supporting Australian music. We need to get it back to how it was when we had a really healthy live scene in the 80s. We need to be supporting that. It doesn't matter, talent of all ages. Yeah. It really is, and styles of all ages.
100%.
It's about, the industry has changed so much. There are so many great writers out there writing so many different styles.
We've got so many amazing musicians here in Australia as well.
We do.
So many amazing musicians.
They're not getting heard.
And it's a perfect time right now because there's no rules and people are more open to new sounds.
Yeah.
I think more than ever.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So speaking of new sounds, tell me a little bit about the next track, Wild.
Oh, can I just interrupt for a
Yeah,
minute?
Of course.
Our dreamboat mystery person
Yeah.
is teasing us a little bit
Oh, what are they saying?
because they won't give me a name. But they've given me a clue, Liz, so you might know this. Let them know I hold down the fortress and feed them both when they are hard at work in the studio, as well as they continue to inspire me as they continue to both work so hard day and night. And then it says, Liz, you are beautiful. Your passion for the industry is second to none. I'm still waiting for you to visit us at the studio.
KB.
I don't know who it is.
Who's feeding us in the studio?
And who's waiting for who's
KB
waiting
always
for me
feeds
to-
us in the
KB
studio.
does feed
Who
us.
is KB?
And there was another message. It says, I didn't mean to get the boys' hopes up, but they know the love is strong.
Love is very strong.
The love is.
I want to know
The love
who's
is-
waiting for
There's a
me
lot
to
of
visit
love.
them in the
There's
studio.
I can't believe how much love's coming through.
No
and
one
even on
invites
these,
me anywhere.
Come on,
I'm
who
getting
fe- who-
excited over that.
Who feed you guys? Who
There's-
feeds you?
I think it's
it's
K.
either KB, Mums.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Jay.
it's not the mums.
No, I think it's KB. That's my bet because
Who
he.
is KB?
So
He's a
KB
mystical
Chris-
character.
yeah,
Do
Chris.
I know this guy?
You
need to know
No,
him.
I don't. You've never met him before, but you do know him. You know, I speak about him.
Well, is he single?
No, he's not
not
single. No,
Okay.
he's not. Why? What were you?
Oh, I was just asking. I was just curious.
No, Chris is an amazing guy.
Yeah.
He's,
Well, Chris, if it is you, come on, ring us. Say hello.
Look, Chris is the man behind, I guess, the man behind Happy Valley as well. Like the label that we're releasing our music from, which is quite a, they've done a lot for us, and they give us a lot of say about how we want things done as well. And he's done tireless work for us too.
Yes.
In the back, there's so much work that goes into releasing music.
Absolutely.
And
a big shout out to the guys at Happy Valley Records,
Yeah.
because there are not enough people doing what they're doing. You need to support
Mm-hmm.
those independent labels, everybody, because they are the ones who are fighting to get your music out there every
sure.
day.
Yeah.
For sure.
So follow Happy Valley Records as well. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram as well,
Yeah.
as all the tracks of theirs on
Yep.
Spotify. Let's have a listen to Wild.
That'd be
Awesome.
great.
And by the way, it's not KB.
It's not KB.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Someone said
The plot thickens.
Who said that?
Take me to the wild, where we can be free. Take me to the wild, where we can be free. Take me to the wild, where we can be free.
And that was Wild by Arcaxia. Another fantastic track from the EP, The Shaman. We want you to support Australian music, support the boys. Guys, what's coming up next? What's in the pipeline?
You want to start it off?
Yeah, well, we've been writing music. That EP was written quite a little while ago now.
Now, yeah.
So yeah, we've been writing all the way through, always looking for new inspiration, and we're preparing for a little bit more promotion on this EP over the next month or so.
Yeah.
And then we'll be getting out a new single, and we've been looking.
Yeah, we've done a few remixes since the EP release as well. We've done a remix for Kara, who is also on Happy Valley Records.
That was a fantastic remix. Another great Australian artist.
We love Kara. We love
amazing vocals.
Oh, we got a call.
And guess who it is?
Is it our dreamboat?
It's our dreamboat.
Who we got?
Come on, Jay. Speak to us, mate.
Who we got? The dreamboat.
Hi, this is On the Mic, and who may I be speaking with?
Good evening.
You sound like a dreamboat.
Dreamboat.
Is this the dreamboat?
This is sure the dreamboat, but I just want to clarify a couple of things.
Hey, can we turn it up? I can't hear him very well, Pete.
It's his phone.
Oh, Jay, speak into the phone, can you?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Jay.
Mate.
How are we?
We're great.
Very
Fantastic.
I just want to let the boys know that if you don't know who's bloody been feeding you guys, tomorrow night it's toasted sandwiches only. KB sends his regards.
He does. I really thought it was him because he feeds us too, but.
You know the weird thing is, it sounds like he's like outside the gate or something.
Oh, he's only down the road, isn't he?
He's only just
down the street.
We'll see you soon for
Actually,
some food.
Jay, I've got to say, how proud are you of the boys? Because you've been with them through this whole journey as well.
Yeah.
And
the boys are they've been doing amazing. Every night they're here nutting it out, and Friday nights they're working really hard, which is, I think, the Arcaxia night. And, they're producing in the studio and coming up with all the ideas. And they've been working really hard towards something special. And, I think they've come up with something pretty cool at the moment.
Yep.
And they're growing into something that I don't think they even know what they're going to be yet. But it's definitely going to be really big. We're looking forward to seeing what the future holds for them both.
Absolutely. Beautiful words.
Thanks, Jay. And you were one of my students once upon a time as well, weren't you?
I was one
Jay
of the
would have been
students back
perfect
in
for
the
a
day.
boy band.
Mate, Jay can sing.
Jay can
sing very, very well.
Jay, do you want to sing us a couple of... I remember at a concert once, you were about 16 years old. You were rehearsing for your 11 music, and you sang Save the Last Dance for Me by Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Good memory.
Yeah, well, my memory's like,
he does a
because
Bublé very well.
Yeah.
you turn around and go to me, Liz, you've got to sing the harmony with him because I don't know the harmony line.
Well, see, I didn't even remember
So,
that.
Jay, do you want to, as the show is wrapping up, you want to sing us a couple of lines of Save the Last Dance
There
for
you
me?
go, mate.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Save the last dance for me. There we are. Woo-hoo!
That was it. That was a major letdown.
It's all right, Jay. You had me at toaster sandwiches.
Thanks for calling in, Jay. Come past and see us sometime.
And get those toasted sandwiches happening, mate.
Yeah,
We'll be there.
We'll be down the road. We'll be down the road in about 10 minutes.
I love toasted sandwiches.
Perfect.
All right, bye, Jay.
See ya.
See you, mate.
Hey, thanks for all the I was just saying to the guys, thanks for all these amazing messages.
Yeah.
So much love that it's coming through.
Are we going to see a live show?
Are we going to see a live show? Yeah, we've been working on a live show.
Yeah.
Every Friday night we've been working on a live show, so we've definitely got something to show you guys, and we're quite excited about that.
How far along we looking?
We're ready to go. I guess right now we're just
Launching the courtyard at Webb Road, I'm assuming.
Now look, we're looking towards that first gig at the moment. We haven't got anything planned at the moment, but we're looking towards releasing this next single, probably within the next month or so, next couple of months. And then from there, probably doing a little launch and taking it from there.
And just keep on writing. I mean, that's always what's going on. Just always focus on the.
And
on the
hats off to you, Christian, as well. And I have to say, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you're never too old to learn new skills and to want to further and better yourself as a musician. And you've just started taking drum lessons, which is fantastic.
Sorry. Well done, drum lessons. Yeah, that's cool, man. Two drummers in the house.
Hey, Pino, you never know. Christian might end up being a special guest on Drum Talk.
Never know.
Let's have a chat, Pino.
We'll talk later on the tasty sandwiches.
So that's that. I mean, look, again, follow the boys, everybody. Instagram, Facebook, and Triple J. And you know what? If you go onto Triple J on Earth, we'd love for you to sign up
and leave a review.
Leave a review. Reviews are so important because that's how you end up in the Triple J on Earth charts. And it would be fantastic if we could get some sort of act like this onto the Triple J compilation, Unearthed compilation later in the year. You had airplay from Triple J last night, which was great.
Yeah, it was nice on Home and Hose.
We were wrapped.
Yeah, right at the end of the show, they played Birds of Paradise, which was great to, me and Christian were together listening to it.
A couple of high fives went around last night over some toasted sandwiches. We don't eat toasted sandwiches all the time. By the way.
So I've got one last question for you both.
Sure.
Actually, two questions.
Sure.
All right, I want you both to answer them. First thing is, if you could work with any person in the music industry, who is the dream?
Good question.
You got me there.
Well, look, locally, internationally, locally right now, I think, we've been talking a lot about Muto. He's pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd love to jump in the studio with him because I think he's fantastic.
And for me, if you'd asked me probably about 4 years ago, I probably would have said Calvin Harris because the guy can sing, produce.
Not David Guetta.
And do it all. No, but
we're talking about producers.
It's a joke between us as well.
No, I guess I'd love to sit in the room with John Mayer. Actually,
You've always loved John Mayer.
Yeah, I'd love to sit in the room with John Mayer and learn a little bit from him because
he's cool.
Yeah, he's got a lot of swag as well, and
all right,
and maybe learn a little bit of his pickup lines as well. He seems to get a lot of the women.
Perfect.
Last question for you both. If there was a song in history that you could be the songwriter or the producer behind, what would that song be?
Ooh.
Or Manny, in your case, I'll say vocalist as well.
Okay.
While you're pondering that, I'll give you a couple of seconds. I just want to... I've run out of time to give away the tickets for the Marcus Jackson Elvis show at Melrose on the 23rd of June. But they're going to roll over to tomorrow night with Guitar Talk with Will Music. Will be on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. He's got a fantastic guest from the Australian Musicians magazine, so make sure you are tuning in at 8 o'clock. Can Do Radio with Andrew Hewitt is on at 7. Of course, Monday, The Godfather, Pino Bertolini, is on with Drum Talk at 8 o'clock. And, of course, next Tuesday, we're back again with On the Mic. And I think I'm here. I don't really know. But someone will be. We're not really quite sure at this stage.
Actually, I'll tell you right now.
I think we've changed some things.
Okay. Thanks for keeping me in the post.
It's all right. So what's the song?
Look, if it was my guilty pleasure, it's got to be Phil Collins here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Good call.
Especially now
I saw Phil Collins last year.
Did you?
Yeah. In Hyde Park.
Yeah, he's my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
I mean, In the Air Tonight, and then
that's what he started with too.
Yeah, did he?
Start with it? He started with it.
Yeah, that'd be
when
me.
that
That'd be
when
me.
those it just came on. And it was just and he sat the whole performance because of course he was recovering from a broken leg.
Really?
Last year, because normally no drums.
They won't be playing drums.
He didn't play drums.
That's his thing.
He had his son.
No, his son plays drums for him live now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
Manny,
very
what
cool.
about yours?
That's cool.
I guess I would have liked to be part of Boyz II Men back in the day. I would have liked to sing a few songs with them, but I don't know. Right now, or a couple of years back, a lot of even Empire of the Sun, I would have liked to be a part of their last album as well. That was an amazing album, and they look like they're having a lot of fun all the time. So they're my two.
So just remember, everybody, if you want to get in touch with the boys, Acacia Music, we'll post the links later on. I'm going to give away a couple of Santuro vouchers, Water Gardens, to a couple of the comments that I like the best tonight. Jay, it won't be yours, just giving you a head up. So I'll post them and we'll get some Santuro vouchers out to everybody. Of course, if you want to take some vocal lessons from one of the best in the country, You can contact Manny via Vocal Art Studios, via all our social media. If you want any recording projects done, or even just want to have a chat about the industry, please get in touch, because we're more than happy to share our advice and our knowledge. And we really look forward to hearing what you guys are coming up next. The EP is The Shaman. You can download it now. It is brilliant. Support Australian music, guys. That is another episode of On the Mic. Pino, thank you as always.
You're welcome. Well
Boys,
done.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
Liz
us, guys.
and Pino. Yeah.
And
Thanks for having us.
we'll catch you all next week, everybody. Good night.
On the mic.
Awesome.
On the mic. On the mic.
On the Mic with Vocal Art Studios.
Did Shelley send through the details, Dominic?